Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great one, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where we're going to start off with a quick resume of all of the important things that happened in the last episode. Stab, stab, stab. Quick spot of defenestration. And if you haven't played the first game, it's possible you might not realise just how significant this is, because that sword is the sword that Henry helped his father Martin the blacksmith make on the day that his mother and his father were killed at the hands of Cuman mercenaries led by Istvan Toth, the gentleman who just fell out of the window.
I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on him. I'd better take a look in his chambers upstairs.
Oh yeah, probably should have checked him for the keys before we tossed him out of the window. Oh, we're in trouble. No, you know what? If they are, they are, and we're fucked. Hang on, what do you mean? Check his chambers upstairs. Isn't this his chamber? Oh no, this is more of a dining room. There's no privacy here. There's an open staircase. And I don't have any lockpicks, do I? So I can't... Oh, this is kind of frustrating. Can have a look in stuff that isn't locked. Alright, chambers upstairs. What's this? Somebody's bedroom, but this isn't it. And once again, it's full of locked chests, and having just been, let's say, released from the dungeons, I don't have any lockpicks on me. Well, there was nothing in this room I could help myself to. So these are Istvan's chambers over here. Again, can't open that chest.
Istvan's chambers.
So we're looking for his orders from von Bergov and all of our stuff. I don't have any lockpicks. Ah, an open chest.
Our things. Great. And Istvan's keys. But no sign of the orders. Well, at least I found the most important things. Now for those stupid bloody orders.
Right, first things first. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of handy. It's kept all of my my loadouts, my charisma loadout, my stealth loadout, and my sticking sharp metal objects that aren't daggers into people loadout. So I don't have to go ahead and reload all of my equipment sets. I'm probably going to want to equip this sword though, because it is really, really good. Made, as we said, by Henry's... I keep wanting to call him his father. I mean, to all practical intents and purposes, he was, even though actually he wasn't. He was the husband of Henry's mother, but Henry's father was Sir Radzig Koblier, local lord. Martin just raised... I mean, I say just raised him. He did the actual job of being a father. There's nothing just about it. But the sword was actually made by Martin for Henry's actual father. And apparently... I mean, it's a really, really good long sword right now, but apparently you can reforge it, although you should wait until there's a certain crafting perk. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look at all of the various different items of equipment, the weapons, the armour, and so on, they have 3 different quality grades. Like the stuff that I'm currently liberating here, as you'd expect in Trosky Castle, is gold.
And no sign of Sigmund's orders. Maybe Godwin found something. I should go and check up on him.
Alright, so wherever the orders are, Istvan didn't have them on him, so let's see if Godwin could find something. But yes, 3 different grades of quality. Bronze, silver and gold. 1, 2 and 3, with gold obviously being the best, except it's not the best. If you've got your crafting skill high enough by doing blacksmith and stuff at the various different forges, you can unlock a blacksmithing perk that allows you to craft stuff that's 1 grade higher than gold. I think it's called Henry Crafted, and as such it's the kind of stuff that only you can make. And once you've got that perk, if you reforge this sword, I mean, it's already an exceptionally good sword, but if you reforge that sword with that perk, and you don't screw up the reforging process, because it's possible to get it wrong, but if you do it right, it becomes the best sword in the game. Right, anyway, I'm looking for Godwin. I've had to sneak from the Crone Tower to the Maiden Tower that Godwin was searching. Oh, there he is. I think. Is it him? Looks like him. Not a guard. A guard wouldn't be having problems with a lock on the door. Hello.
What are you doing here, Godwin?
What do you think? It's locked. Did you find those keys? Or maybe you've got the one for this damn door.
I've got them.
Excellent. Open the door then, so we can get the hell out of here.
I mean, I've got the keys, but I could just lockpick it. I'm going to lockpick it. Hey! I've maxed out thievery. 30 is the highest level of all of the skills in the game, so I've just maxed out thievery. What do you mean can't start? What are you talking about? Oh, it must have been something to do with Godwin getting in the way. Whatever, I can unlock it now. Because I've got lockpicks now, of course. I looted all my stuff. I mean, like, all of my stuff from the chest in Istvan's quarters, and that included a small collection of about 84 lockpicks. I'm unlikely to run out of lockpicks anytime soon. I've also got a perk that every time I make something at a forge, I get some free lockpicks. So, what we got in here?
Where could they be?
I do want to max out my carrying capacity with stolen goods before leaving this place. What's this? Diary of Dreams to Otto from Henry of Rosenberg. Who's Henry of Rosenberg and why is he writing poems to Otto von Berghoff? Ooh,
Lovely sonnet.
You know what? None of my business. Don't care. I mean, there's nothing particularly valuable in here either. How's the search for those orders going along then, Godwin? Oh. Okay, he's found them. That's actually kind of unusual now that I come to think about it. Because normally in a game like this, you and your non-player character companions are doing a thing. But usually that thing just doesn't get done unless you're the one to do it. That's just the way games work. But not here. Godwin looks like was the one who found the orders, because I certainly didn't.
I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
Amen to that. So there's a secret escape passage here in Castle Trosky, and I have actually found it before, although not from this side. The exit is out in Apollonia, and earlier on in the game, while exploring Apollonia, I did find the cave with the tunnel in it, but it leads to a locked door that, well, let's just say for story and plot reasons I wasn't able to open from the other side, despite having fairly good thievery skills. I've got to admit, something that I didn't really start doing in my playthroughs until around about now is when you get into dark areas like this. I mean, I didn't actually mind the darkness, but it became pretty apparent pretty quickly. It's not quite the same when you're watching on YouTube. So for the benefit of you guys watching on YouTube, especially you guys watching on mobile devices with daylight glare and all that sort of thing, I do try to either use a torch or maybe take a Nighthawk potion whenever I'm in an especially dark place. Right in the nick of time, it occurred to me this is not going to look good on YouTube. I'll light a torch for the benefit of my audience. And generally, because the cutscenes are rendered in-engine, they use whatever lighting is current at the time the cutscene happens. Just not today.
Do you have the keys?
So, yeah, a fairly important scene, but it ended up being so dark that there was a limit to how much I could actually enhance it. But I've done the best I can, so here it is.
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
There's one less Istvan Toth in the world.
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
No, he was awake. It almost looked like he was waiting for me. But even if he'd been asleep, I'd have woken him up. Revenge is best done face to face.
You're right. I reckon I'd have woken up the bastard too, so he'd know who was taking his life. And why.
I used to be like you two. But age changes a man. Some say it brings wisdom.
If everyone in the world was as wise as you, we'd all go stark raving mad.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
And in case you were wondering, those flashes, that's the lightning from the storm raging above ground. Yeah, sometimes the game does have a few lighting issues. I mean, as you can see with the torch, everything's perfectly, well, it's not bright, but it's well lit enough that even if you're watching this on a mobile device on a bright day, you should be able to follow what's going on. Oh, hang on a minute, which way did we come? Was it that way or the... Where is everybody? Okay, that's the way we came. I mean, I don't exactly know my way around this tunnel. I mean, I've been here once, but I wasn't exactly making a map at the time. Although, we're heading from Castle Trosky, which is on high ground, to Apollonia, which isn't, so I guess as long as we keep heading downhill, we'll reach the exit sooner or later.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting.
Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstadt is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
What are you calling lad, old woman? Also, why is Zizka still in his underpants? Didn't I collect everybody's gear from the chest in Istvan's quarters? And why is he the one who can't move unaided? I'm the one who got stabbed in the stomach. Right, okay, find the keys, get our stuff, kill Toth, get us through the tunnel, meet Mika in the abandoned camp. You know, why not stick a broom up my arse and I'll sweep the forest clean while I'm at it? Is there anything else you'd like me to do? No? You sure? Really? Okay, good. Just this then.
For an
Fine.
old priest and 2 men.
This. And you wouldn't think it would be, but it is easily, by far, the toughest section of the game that I've come across up until this point. Do I have a Nighthawk potion on me? That would make things a lot easier. I can't afford to light a torch. I'll get spotted from a mile away. Shit, I don't have a Nighthawk potion. That's not good. I can't exactly stop and make one either. It's not like there's an alchemy bench in the middle of the forest. So I've tinkered again with the colour settings and the exposure and the contrast and all that, just to make it a bit easier for you to see what's going on YouTube. But this was easily the toughest part of the game. You'd think, oh well, it's the middle of the night, everybody's carrying torches, you can see them coming from miles away, just put your stealth gear on. You've got 30 out of 30 thievery, how hard can it be? You'd be amazed. Because the forest is crawling with searchers, and they have dogs.
I should keep going south.
And if you're wearing your sneaky gear and you get caught, you're dead. But if you're wearing your I'd prefer not to be stabbed gear, it's a lot harder to sneak around because you're making more noise. It's really, really tough. Expect to die multiple times before making it through this section of the game. I think I must have died 8 times. Fortunately, the autosave system doesn't send you back too far. But it's surprisingly tough, even knowing exactly what's coming up ahead. This section is, I don't want to say it's 100% scripted, but the searchers do have certain patterns that they follow. But they will happily abandon those patterns and come to the aid of somebody investigating something suspicious. Shit. Don't run, he'll hear you. Yeah, let's just... This is tough. Even with 30 thievery and every available stealth perk, this is really tough. At first I thought, well, it's not going to be that bad. You'll just take out the sentries and the lookouts and then avoid the patrols. But then the patrols find the dead sentries and lookouts and they raise the alarm. And it starts bringing in people from further around, and they all concentrate on the area where the body was found. Which is usually not far from where you are, making it a lot harder to avoid all of the patrols. And when you do get spotted, oh, I'm not stuck, am I? No, I'm good. But when you do get spotted, you're not wearing your please don't stab me stuff. You're wearing your sneaky stuff. And the sneaky stuff is great until you do get spotted, at which point you ain't sneaking anymore. Sometimes you can strategically drop a body to try to lure patrols away in a different direction. That can work. But you can't afford to hang around, because if they don't find anything, they'll go back to their pre-arranged patrol routes. And until you've died a few times via a process of trial and error, you don't know what those patrol routes are. Suffice to say, this is a very, very tricky section of the game. I mean, I said at the start, this is easily the trickiest, most difficult section of the game that I've played through up until this point, but I think it might actually, having played through about 85 to 90% of the game at the time of recording this video, I think this might actually be the toughest section of the game as a whole. Is that... Okay, there's a patrol behind me. I'm just going to wait it out here. That up ahead, I don't know if that's who I'm supposed to be meeting or it's another lookout. Oh, he's getting awfully close. I mean, that's in the direction of where I'm supposed to be going to find Mika in the cart. Okay, oh god, there's another one coming. Alright, I'm just going to wait it out. The temptation to wait for him to go past and give him a good stabbing is kind of overpowering. But, well, you saw, there was another patrol walks past this way. They would find the body, and that would draw everybody here. Is that it? Doesn't look like much of a cart. Or is that another sentry? Oh, I'm so conflicted. Are you Mika? I don't think it is. No, the quest objective sending me up this way. That was another sentry. Oh, it's a good job I didn't call out. I mean, you know, torch burning, bit obvious considering that whoever this Mika person is. Oh wow, look at how much further I have to go. shit. Alright. It's right down at the southern end. Well, I mean, Catherine did say it was a mile to the south. Or was it half a mile? Either way, it's a fair old distance. Looks like I've only actually covered about half the distance. On the bright side, I think I might be out of the search area because I'm not seeing any more torches. I mean, that's the good thing about... It's probably the only thing in your favour in this section. The people searching for you are carrying lights. So as long as you keep checking behind you, you'll know whether or not you're being pursued. You can always see them coming. You should always be able to see them coming before they see you. Although you're not dumb enough to be carrying a torch as well. And while I think I've probably gotten outside of the search zone, I don't want to risk lighting a torch because you can see those things from miles away. But I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away that I don't have to creep around anymore. I can actually start running. And yep, I'm inside the search area. This is them. And of course they're not carrying lit torches. You don't carry lit torches at night in Apollonia. It just makes you bandit bait, even if there aren't search parties out looking for you.
Vulcan! Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Now, don't ask why it was that I died multiple times sneaking through the forest blind, and these guys can just drive a cart straight to the cave entrance that Catherine is illuminating with a torch. I said don't ask, okay? It's for plot reasons. But hey, at least Ziska found his pants.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capon. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said!
How does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt?
You know, given of the three of us on this trip, I'm the only one who actually got stabbed today. It's nice of somebody to finally ask.
You fell asleep, are you alright?
Ziska, is he lingering in the back of the cart while I'm doing all the work? It's almost as bad as having hands around. Well, actually, no, Ziska's nowhere near. That's not a fair comparison at all. Well, anyway, morning. Turned out nice again. Should be a fair old distance from Trosky. We have been travelling all night. Welcome, kids, to Act 2. Kuttenberg. The plot. She is thickening. Join us in the next episode where we find out what happens next and whether or not Ziska is ever going to get off his lazy arse and start actually pulling his weight. Hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, take care and I'll catch you next time.